Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Bella, and you're watching Trending Now USA. Thank you so much for joining me today. I honestly wish the story we're covering right now was a happier one, but sometimes sports news brings us those moments that are emotional, unexpected, and deeply human. Today is one of those stories. Because tennis world sensation Aryna Sabalenka has delivered news that left her fans emotional, shocked, and in many cases heartbroken. And trust me, when I say this, nobody expected it. And as soon as she revealed it, social media exploded with reactions, messages of support, and a lot of sadness. Many fans are still processing what happened. So, let's get into it. And before we continue, if you love tennis, breaking updates, and stories behind the athletes, not just the victories but the emotional moments like this, make sure to stay with us, because today's report is going to take you through everything that led up to this moment and everything unfolding right now. When Aryna Sabalenka appeared during a media interaction earlier today, fans immediately noticed something was different. She didn't come with her usual fire, her signature confidence, or that bold smile that fans around the world have come to recognize. Instead, she appeared emotional, quiet, and visibly struggling to gather her words. She paused before speaking, took a deep breath, and finally said the words that immediately spread across the tennis world. "I can't believe this, but I need to share it with you." And just like that, the atmosphere changed. Reporters went silent. Fans watching the live stream froze. The chat stopped scrolling. Everyone knew that whatever she was about to say was not related to a victory, a match update, or a sponsorship deal. It was personal and painful. Sabalenka then continued, her voice soft and emotional. She explained that she was stepping back, not because of injury or ranking pressure, but because something in her personal life has changed in a way that she described as heartbreaking, exhausting, and emotionally overwhelming. She said she needs time away to heal mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And for anyone who has followed Sabalenka, you know she plays with power, intensity, and personality. She is not just a tennis player, she is a fighter. So when someone like her makes a statement like that, it hits different. Because she has always been the athlete who keeps going no matter what. Fans immediately asked, what happened? What led to this emotional decision? Well, over the past few months, many noticed that Sabalenka wasn't herself. Even though she played well in multiple tournaments, including some deep runs, behind the scenes she was dealing with incredibly heavy emotional pressure. Some close sources have reported that she has been going through a personal loss, navigating emotional trauma, and facing overwhelming stress from public scrutiny and expectations. There were rumors earlier this season that something was affecting her mindset. Fans pointed out small things: fewer social media posts, quieter energy during press conferences, more emotional reactions after matches, even after winning. Some even thought she was just tired from the competitive season, but now everything makes sense. During her emotional statement, Sabalenka shared that mental health is just as important as physical health. She said, "Tennis has been my life, but right now I need to take care of my heart, not just my career." And when she said that, many fans broke down in tears online. Because in the world of sports, especially tennis, where athletes travel constantly, face enormous pressure, and are judged every match, people sometimes forget that behind the achievements, behind the trophies, behind the powerful serves, there is a human being with emotions, losses, fears, and vulnerabilities. As she continued speaking, Sabalenka also thanked her fans, her team, and everyone who supported her from the beginning. She promised that this wasn't goodbye forever, just a pause. She expressed her gratitude, saying she didn't expect so many people around the world to care about her, not just because she wins matches, but because of who she is. She also revealed how much pressure she has been carrying, not just in her career, but in her personal life. The emotional weight, she said, became too heavy. She even mentioned that forcing herself to continue could do more damage than good. That's when things really hit. Fans realized this wasn't just about stepping away from tennis. It was about protecting her well-being, something far more important than rankings or tournaments. After her announcement, reactions poured in from fellow athletes, tennis legends, reporters, and fans. Many expressed their heartbreak but also encouragement, telling her that taking time off is not weakness, it's strength. Some of the biggest names in tennis shared emotional messages. And while we won't repeat them word for word, the theme was clear. Sabalenka is admired not just for her game, but for her resilience, her honesty, and her willingness to speak openly about mental struggle, something many athletes still avoid. Social media hashtags started trending worldwide, including hashtag #WeStandWithSabalenka, hashtag #ComeBackStrongerAryna, and hashtag #MentalHealthMatters. Some fans shared pictures of her past matches, victories, emotional final moments, trophy lifts, roaring celebrations, and unforgettable comebacks. Others shared personal messages saying she helped them through life challenges, not because of what she said, but because of how she played. Her determination inspired people around the world. And that right there shows how powerful the connection between athletes and fans can be. Sometimes fans don't just love the player, they connect with the struggle, the journey, the fire, the emotion. Sabalenka has always been raw, emotional, fierce, and authentic. That's why she is one of the most loyal fan bases in tennis. Now, how long will she be away? At this moment, she didn't give an exact timeline. She did say she will return when her heart feels ready, not when the rankings demand it, not when the schedule demands it. She will return when she feels like herself again. And honestly, that takes courage. Because in professional sports, stepping away can mean losing momentum, ranking points, sponsorship value, and sometimes media attention. But Sabalenka chose herself. And that message is incredibly powerful, not just for athletes, but for anyone watching. Many sports experts are saying this decision may set a new standard for how athletes approach mental health. For years, we've seen physical injuries stop players, but emotional and mental injuries are often ignored. Today, Sabalenka reminded the world that both matter. And while today's update is sad, emotional, and unexpected, it also carries hope. Because she didn't say she's quitting. She didn't walk away forever. She simply said, "I need time." And that sentence has now become the emotional phrase echoing across the tennis world. So, what happens next? Well, the tournaments she was scheduled to play will move forward without her. Fans who bought tickets hoping to see her compete are now sending messages of love instead of frustration. And many are saying that when she returns, her comeback will be one of the most emotional moments the tennis world has seen. For now, Sabalenka will step back into private life. Away from courts, reporters, microphones, and cameras. She will focus on healing, on breathing, on rebuilding, and on finding peace. And sometimes that's the strongest move a champion can make. Before closing her statement, Sabalenka looked directly into the camera, eyes filled with emotion, and said, "Thank you for loving me even during my toughest moments." Those words broke hearts worldwide. So today, instead of talking about match scores or rankings, we're talking about compassion, mental health, and respect. Because every athlete is also a person, and sometimes they need support more than applause. Fans are waiting. They're hopeful. And whether her return takes months or longer, one thing is certain. When Aryna Sabalenka steps back onto that court, whether it's for practice or a major championship, the entire tennis world will be watching, cheering, and welcoming her with open arms. Thank you so much for watching. This is Bella, and you are watching Trending Now USA. I'll be following this story closely, and when Sabalenka is ready to share more, we'll be here. Stay safe, be kind, and I'll see you in the next report.